Hello students, let's learn about the full wave rectifier now. As discussed earlier, in the half wave rectifier we have seen that only one half cycle of the AC input is utilized for the generation of the pulsating DC voltage. Whereas in a full wave rectifier, both the half cycles of the AC input are used for the generation of pulsating DC output. Now you may also think as to what could be the need for the full wave rectifier when we already have a half wave rectifier. The reason for this being that the full wave rectifier provides improved rectified DC output as compared to the half wave rectifier. And half wave rectifier we use only half cycle of the AC input, whereas in full wave rectifier they are more efficient as compared to the half wave rectifier. According to the circuit layout of the full wave rectifier, they can be classified into center tapped full wave rectifier and the bridge full wave rectifier. So let's now learn in detail about the working of both the rectifiers. See, this is the circuit layout of a center tapped full wave rectifier. As shown in the circuit, it consists of a step down transformer, two diodes D1 and D2, a load resistor RL through which the output will be achieved, and sinusoidal AC source is present, which is represented by Vs, and it will be supplying the signal to the given circuit. Now the main reason behind calling this whole assembly as center tapped full wave rectifier is that you can see in the circuit the secondary winding is tapped at the center. That is to say that both sides of the secondary winding will have equal number of turns on either side of the tapping. Thus the name given as center tapped full wave rectifier. Now let's see the working of the full wave rectifier. When initially the positive half cycle of the AC input is applied, then the diode D1 will come in forward bias condition and diode D2 will come in reverse bias condition. As in the case of D1, the positive terminal is connected to the P side, and in case of D2, the negative terminal is connected to the P side. Thus, D1 acts as a closed circuit and D2 acts as an open circuit. So, current flows from the upper region of the circuit, and thus we will get positive half cycle at the output. Now, for the negative half cycle of the AC input, D1 will be in reverse bias condition as negative is connected to the positive, that is P side of the diode, and D2 will be forward bias as positive is connected to the positive of the diode, that is the P type, and hence D2 will act as a closed switch and D1 will act as an open switch. So the current flow will be in the lower region of the circuit and not in the upper region, but the direction of the flow of the current will be same through the load. So the signal applied at the input terminal of the circuit for the negative half cycle will appear across the load, but its polarity will be same as that of the positive half cycle because the direction of the flow of the current is similar in both the cases. Now let's understand the bridge full wave rectifier circuit and its working. As shown in the figure, it consists of 4 diodes D1, D2, D3 and D4 in a bridge configuration, and a load RL is present in the bridge circuit through which the output voltage will be achieved. Also, the source of AC input is Vs. So when initially positive cycle of the input is applied, the diode D1 and D3 come in forward bias condition as for D1 positive input is connected to the positive of the diode, and for D3 negative of input is connected to the negative of the diode. Thus they act as closed circuit and conduction of current takes place from D1 to load resistor to D3. Now for the negative half cycle of the signal, diode D2 and D4 will be forward biased and the current will flow from diode D2 to the load resistor and to D4. We see that due to the same current flow, the output signal obtained will be having same polarity, hence we get rectified voltage at the output having same magnitude for both the cycles. Now let's see the waveform representation of the full wave rectifier. Here Vs is the signal applied at the input, Vl is the signal achieved at the output, and Vm is the maximum value of the voltage signal. As discussed in the working, polarity of the both halves is same at the output. So this is the reason when we apply either positive or the negative half cycle at the input, we achieve similar polarity signal as shown in the figure at the output. Hopefully now you have understood the full working of the full wave rectifier. Thank you and happy learning.